It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. Today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Okay, ready? Easy. Read a 44. Read a 54. Silver.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And 2 yards to go.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Great job.
They'll run with Etienne. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Justin Simmons on the tackle.
13 loop.
A gain of 16 yards.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Brought down. Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. A first carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Bang out, bang out, bam, bam.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. picked off by Tyson Campbell.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Brandon, whatever happened to the old rule that if you don't know that you're definitely going to get it to at least a 20-yard line, you just take a knee in the end zone. Sometimes being too aggressive can actually cost you.
Hey, Lion! Check, Panther! Here we go, son.
Now ETN to start the drive. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A good position to be in here, second and inches.
10 yards on the pickup.
Lawrence. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Red on red.
It's third down and less than a yard.
Silver.
ETN up the middle. Nifty move. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it first and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Josh Allen from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
That's caught, and he will get in to make it 8-0.
Ravens nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Jackson throwing complete there to Flowers. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. Touchdown! J.K. Dobbins from 8 yards out. And the Ravens have come back to make it a 2-point game. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match?
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
Jamal Agnew now to return it. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going.
Right, let's go.
Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Across midfield. He's on his way. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick 6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick 6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick 6, the other comes back and matches it. These are 2 defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Flush to his right. The short one there, caught by Likely. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And a big loss here as he's taken down. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now here's a throw that's complete. So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Go. 180. One shot. 180. One shot.
Here's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half.
And look at this. It's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Hey. Hey, kill. 11. No. Hey, check that. 11.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That would complete downfield to Kirk. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And they'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now Lawrence going to get his guys to go quickly.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence over the middle. He's got his tight end Ingram. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Go. Let's go. 13, Luke. Let's go, 52.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jags have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
11.
A final shot before break. Lawrence And this will be caught as they convert here for two. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down, rolling to his left. Oh, he tried to throw back over the middle, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and the Jaguars will take over possession here up at the 44. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll roll him out right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
There we go. 13 loose.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Hey, I'm gun. On the ball.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 13.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
41-yard line.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. On play action, Lawrence. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Here we go.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Baltimore first down.
Play action. It's Jackson on the move to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Lawrence to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Straight ahead, Etienne. There he goes, left side. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 14-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver route.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars have taken a 4th quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Go, let's go. 13, Lou, Silver.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
22, Ravens 20.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. In motion, Aguilar. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
At the 39-yard line.
60 minutes. Let's go. Report. You at X.
Now it's Jackson rolling to his right. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. 12 yards the pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Allen picks up his second sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. Jackson. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them. Could this be the drive that ultimately wins the game? How about the initiative he just took there? Running with it after he couldn't find a throwing lane, and he drove them into range for a game-winning field goal with that play. What an opportunity they've been presented to come through with the win.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Go. 180. Hey, shot. Shot.
Jackson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
I wonder how they did it. What if they twitched a little bit up front, you know, a little subtle head movement that the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, here we go, baby. Here we go.
A final shot now for Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. This ball intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Hurts throwing right away. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
Hurts. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Here we go, son.
Etienne will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard
They go play action now. Lawrence toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. Touchdown! Travis Etienne from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Let's go.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. On the draw, here's Lawrence. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game.